Here are 100 times convenient cops caught bad drivers. And first up, we have this driver that thought he could cut off a bus. All the passengers cheered when a nearby cop came and pulled him over. This pickup driver thought he could sneakily exit this closed road, but a cop was passing by and turned around to pursue the driver. Watch this doofus cut in front of an unmarked police car and then find out it's an unmarked police car. Look to the right. This idiot tries to roll through this red light unaware that a state trooper was right there. Here we have another red light runner, not realizing that the cops were nearby. In this clip, a few idiots all try to turn after the lights changed. But the law had something to say about that. Some people think they can get away with speeding. This Hyundai driver was busted when he found out he couldn't.
Bye, have a great time.
You always need to be cautious when passing other vehicles. If you're a bad driver, you may make a mistake like this in front of the cops. This impatient driver decided to cut off the cameraman, with a cop car right behind him. The drivers in these clips went way over the speed limit and found out that justice can still catch up with them.
Saw the license plate.
Wow, man, you're going fast in your dog's shoulder. Oh, God. He got pulled over!
This is what happens when you go over the speed limit. This driver found out the hard way. Here we have another speeder who was quickly found and pulled over by a cop.
As you know, and you can get the plan. Well, we got the plan the second night, and that's why I think the results were better.
This SUV driver must not have known that red means stop, which is why they got pulled over instantly. Merging into traffic too quickly is a good way to get pulled over quickly.
Whoever it is, ripping. Watch this. It's about to fly back.
What kind of car is it?
Hell, I think.
You can see this black SUV sped into frame. Not long after, the cops get the driver to pull over. Speeding is even more obvious when the speed limit is lower. It didn't take cops long to catch up with this reckless driver. Watch this idiot driver pass into the emergency lane. After he realizes he hit the driver recording, he takes off and a state trooper gets involved.
You hit my mirror. You hit my.
This driver, who used the left turn lane to go straight, found out that the car behind him was a cop car pulling him over.
Called it. Oh, 2 cars. Oh, and it was a cop behind them. It was a cop behind them. Oh, that's all.
Just because the speed limits are high doesn't mean you can drive at any speed you like. There's a reason you're supposed to stop when a school bus is offloading passengers. Luckily, no one was hurt in this clip. The people who speed on the highway are often unaware of the cars around them, especially when the cops are there too. This idiot refused to turn in the turn-only lane, then drove straight when the light was red, cutting off entire lanes. Luckily, the cops were quick with this one.
Go! Are you kidding me?
Just stop. What are you do?
Yep.
Oh my fucking.
Good.
Wow.
Good. Drunk ass people.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh! Yo! Dashcam! Dashcam! Oh shit!
This reckless driver crossed lanes and caused an accident. Luckily, a cop was there to handle the situation. Tailgating put this driver at risk of an accident. Lucky for this driver, a cop was there to stop the offender. Driving in the wrong lane might bring you face to face with cops like this driver.
Mi a kurva anyádat csináltál, hülye koromállat, te? Hogy rendőr, ti? Szavaz, na vég. Szerintem már
Drivers like this guy are so reckless they can run over vehicles off the road. For this guy, that other vehicle was a cop car.
Over the years,
This driver made a bad turn on an interstate exit ramp, cutting off other drivers in the process. Cop directing traffic saw this and alerted another officer of the issue.
Happy holidays and thank you very much. 108 at WCBS.
Here we have another inconsiderate driver failing to stop for a school bus.
You got busted.
Idiots like this think that they can use the emergency lane to cut ahead of traffic. Cops were nearby to straighten things out. Accidents can happen when ignorant drivers like this try to move through red lights. An officer quickly pursued and pulled him over. Drivers who use turn-only lanes to pass and cut off other drivers usually find red and blue lights in their rearview mirrors.
Bien fait pour ta gueule.
This driver in this clip executed a good U-turn in a bad area. He was pulled over because there was a no U-turn sign. This driver likely got a few different tickets for multiple violations. According to the original poster, the driver here was messing around in a parking lot near a restaurant full of cops. When he turned from the wrong lane to get away, he just gave them another reason to pull him over. This cam caught a speeder unaware of the cop car parked in the emergency lane. Here we see a driver go from bad to worse. They start off by going down the wrong lane they turned onto, then the wrong side of a major highway. A lot of drivers try to use the emergency lanes and shoulders to cut ahead of traffic. For this guy, it didn't pay off at all. In this clip, a reckless driver speeds and runs through a red light, causing the cops to quickly get involved. Here's why you should always stop for a school bus. This Porsche driver stopped traffic with a messy, illegal U-turn and got pulled over because of it. This is what happens when you cut off a cop on the highway. Here we see an unmarked car nab a speeding driver who is going over 80 miles per hour onto the off-ramp. First, we see a cop deal with an idiot driver who's trying to merge into traffic from the side of the road. The same cop then has to deal with another driver who tries to do the same thing immediately after.
He's gonna get her.
Speeding is never a good idea, folks. In a school zone, it's even worse, especially when cops are all around to pull you over for it. The driver in this clip was caught trying to use the wrong side of the road.
I know, man, jak uspatele.
This cop was at the right place at the right time to catch a bad driver merging onto the wrong lane at the wrong time. Drivers like this guy can avoid getting pulled over by not running red lights. This cop This inconsiderate driver ran one vehicle off the road. The bad driver was noticed by a nearby state trooper and soon pulled over. Drivers who pass and cut others on exit ramps deserve the same kind of karma this guy got. Another driver tries to use the shoulder of the road to pass. A cop on the opposite side of the road witnesses the selfish move and pursues the bad driver. The cops here strategically hid in the shade so their car would be hard to see. That allowed them to catch this driver who sped and crossed into the opposite side of the road. A lot of drivers try to find ways around traffic. This isn't one of those. The original poster of this was excited to see this bad driver get instant karma. If you go down a closed road like this, driver, you can expect the popo. The bad driver in this clip was going at least 20 over the speed limit and didn't signal to change lanes. It was only a matter of time before cops pulled him over.
Someone's in a hurry. Can't even use the plate.
In this clip, a cop witnesses a crash in an intersection. When the offender tries to flee the scene, the cop turns on the lights and follows to pull them over. Here we see an idiot try to back up out of an intersection to get off some train tracks. The stupid move caught the attention of a nearby officer. With moments like these, you have to wonder how these bad drivers miss seeing nearby cops.
Wow.
Here we have another instant karma moment as a driver runs a red light right in front of a cop. It's one thing to speed, which is already wrong, but it's another to speed past a cop. Here we have another instance of dumb drivers using the shoulder of the road to skip ahead of traffic. Some bad drivers are fast, but are surprised when the cops react faster. Here we see a driver run a red light thinking they could make it over before the yellow light changed. They were wrong, and a cop was right there to pull them over after. Some bad drivers just need to pay more attention. This unfortunate driver rear-ended a cop in an unmarked pickup truck. Some cops face bad drivers head-on because they use the wrong sides of the road. Some drivers have the worst timing, like this guy who sped right in front of the cops and got pulled over shortly after. Nobody likes drivers who run red lights, especially cops. This driver sped in a school zone and instantly regretted it. Maybe because it was a school zone, he learned his lesson. This driver was on the wrong side of the road, caught the cops' attention when he tried to speed off. There are reckless drivers like this guy who turned into lanes disregarding oncoming traffic. That almost hurt a motorcyclist who directed police to the offender. The blatant recklessness of this driver switching lanes without signaling didn't go unnoticed by the cop who took quick action.
What is it? You've won 109 major races, I think.
In this clip, we see a motorcyclist pop a wheelie and lose control of his vehicle. Nearly hits a cop car, forcing officers to step out and stop the rider.
I'm not going anywhere, man. Fell. I'm gonna pull over. I'm pulling over. I just fell. I'm just pulling over. I just fell. I just want to get out of the road. That's all. Yeah, we put the kick stand down.
Although we don't see the incident, we see the instant karma for a bad driver who almost ran someone else off the road.
You almost tried to ram me off the road. You're supposed to wait until let me pass, so you have to make your side. Stay there and wait there. Have a good night, yo.
The Montana State Trooper in this clip likely noticed the car behind him making an illegal pass and drive at high speeds.
Bummer. Put them lights on him, copper.
Oh, yeah! Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
The golf ball in this video tried to turn before oncoming traffic could pass. The nearby cop turned around and followed to put him over quickly. Here we see two cars speed past a red light in an unmarked police car. It didn't take long for the officer to pull both cars over. Some truck drivers like the one in the video act like they own the road. The cop who pulled him over set the record straight. Stop signs are clear signs that you should slow to a halt. That didn't stop this driver from driving through right in front of a cop. The idiot in this video tried to turn before oncoming traffic came. Instead, he crashed into an oncoming vehicle right in front of a cop. This reckless driver likely saw the oncoming traffic, but still turned into the lane. In doing so, they turned right in front of a cop car and immediately got pulled over. If you pay close attention in the beginning, you'll see this dumb driver make a right turn from a left turn only lane. Of course, he did this only in front of the cops too, which meant he got pulled over immediately. We see an attempt at running a red light. The driver must have stopped and realized a cop was nearby. That didn't stop the officers from turning on the lights and sirens. Watch this car quickly enter the wrong lane in front of a cop car and try to readjust. Their efforts were too little, too late. Watch this impatient Mercedes driver use the other side of the road to get ahead of traffic, only to get pulled over by a cop car. This speeding car ran a red light, nearly caused an accident, and got a cop car on his tail in under 10 seconds flat.
Whoa, red light. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Impatient drivers make some of the worst decisions, like making illegal passes to run red lights. Luckily, a cop car was conveniently nearby. Here we have another entitled driver running a red light only to quickly learn there was a cop behind him. Here we have two idiots stopping traffic because of an unsafe maneuver. The motorcyclist could have kept going, but stopped in the road and flagged a police officer to the driver. Passing a semi-truck and then brake checking it seems like something a really bad driver would do. This guy did that and got swift justice for it.
Bien fait pour ta gueule, vas-y. Motard, allez. Oh, elle est magnifique. Elle est magnifique.
This is your reminder that speeding is never a good idea. This moron almost hit a cop car and got pulled over because of it. The cameraman in this clip knew the bad driver was taking the shoulder of the road. That driver didn't realize that there was a cop in front. Impatient drivers will make stupid decisions like cutting in front of multiple
The car
cars.
behind me,
This
they
bad
want this
driver
car to
just so
pull out
happened
and
to
they can't pull
illegally
out.
cut in front of a cop.
Oh, and it was a cop! And it's on my neck!
What's really crazy about this clip is the fact that the jerk in the car cut off the truck right in front of the cop.
Oh my god! These people!
Another driver couldn't help themselves and cut in front of someone on an exit ramp. They also happened to miss the cop car parked on the side of the road. Finally, we have another reckless driver who collided with a car in the next lane. Conveniently, there was a cop right behind him to pull him over. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. You can also click the video on the screen. Keep watching more.